Jake Bates. Throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash, for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Bunched up. Tua to throw. Has time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield. Spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Game 3 of 3 that I'm live with for today. And it wraps up week 2, a Sunday edition of week 2, with the Falcons and the Vikings facing off. And it's a throwback game for the Vikings. I missed this memo, but whatever. It is fine. Sunday, week 2, wrapping up with what should be a pretty good game. A little bit of a rematch here between Penix and McCarthy. Both guys, last time they faced off against each other, it was in the national championship 2 years ago. So a little bit of a history between these two. And this should be a really good game. The Falcons had a tough loss against the Buccaneers last week. Came down to the final minute. Meanwhile, Minnesota, 21-point fourth quarter, led a comeback for them. And we shall see how this game plays out. We'll have to say, those throwback uniforms for the Vikings look clean. They look clean. Plain and simple. But welcome on in. Welcome on in. This should be a good one. We shall see. The Falcons are a team that intrigues me. So is Minnesota. I'm not really high on either of them, but at the same time, like they have weapons for sure. So we shall see. We shall see. We're waiting kickoff in this one. Should be moments away. We shall see. But welcome on in. Last week's Sunday Night Football was a thriller between the Bills and Ravens. We'll see how tonight compares. Not really too sure on that one, but we will see. We will see. As we're awaiting the opening kick. We shall see. But welcome on in. Yeah, J.J. McCarthy making his first start at home. Going against a defense that, has some issues, but at the same time, can definitely play. US Bank Stadium. You have to admit that is a beautiful looking stadium. Yeah, JJ McCarthy last week had a solid showing. Looking for a little bit of a better one though. Only 143 yards last week, 13 for 20 passing. Maybe we're gonna see the playbook open up a bit more for him tonight. It is only his second career start, so I wouldn't put it past the Vikings to play a similar style to last week. But at the same time, at some point you do have to open up this playbook a bit more. So we'll see. We will see. Imagine the Vikings won ball first. Oh, there's Jared Allen. He's gonna be sounding the horn in this one. Good on him. Yeah, deserving Hall of Famer. About time he got in. He's gonna be leading the skull chants. Yeah, some of these crowd shots just for stuff like this, I don't think you need a crowd shot for the skull. At least not like a zoomed in crowd shot. Like that one was solid where you see like a half of a section. We don't need a single person crowd shot of the skull chant if it's not the main person that's there to lead it. As the Falcons will get the ball first in this one. Okay. So we will see Michael Penix and this offense on the field first as kickoff is underway. This will be downed in the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons will begin from the 35. And out comes this offense. It's an offense that has the weapons. The question is just, can they come together? They've been struggling the past few years with some of these pieces. We'll see if this could be the year. The hope is that Penix is the guy because they've been struggling mainly at quarterback the past few years. Penix in shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off left side to begin this game. And that's Bijan Robinson breaking free and finding room. Past the 45 and down to the 40. That is how you get a game going. And a lot of eyes going to be on Bijan today. A good cut to find that hole and to keep the balance afterwards. So Penix in shotgun back behind him. A give to Bijan once again. This time the right side and plenty of space inside the 25 and down to the 23. Back-to-back great gains for Bijan Robinson. All right, 1st and 10. Penix in shotgun, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on roughly the 23. Going to give to Robinson once again. Going to get inside the 20 to about the 17. Maybe the 18, a gain of roughly 5. What's up, Boflash? But Boflash, your fantasy team this week. Dog, you absolutely cooked. Like, Punkle did not stand a chance against you in fantasy this week. It ain't even funny. Penix in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left, 2nd and 5. Going to give this up the middle once again. He's going to slip and get down at the line of scrimmage. Nah, it's fine you didn't do it last week. So 3rd and 4. Oh, but yeah, Neighbors had a great game. Chase had a great game. Like, dude, your receivers went off. Meanwhile, I'm getting carried by Brandon Aubrey. All right, before this 3rd down play, the Falcons have to burn a timeout early. Yeah, well, the only receiver that performed better than the guys you have was what, Amon-Ra? But Cortland Sutton had an A.J. Brown performance today. Yeah, I mean, Burrow, it was a turf toe for Burrow, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. But yeah, that's still tough. Penix in shotgun for 3rd and 4. Back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 17.5. Making some adjustments at the line. They get the snap off, and Penix will look to throw, and penalty markers are down. Gonna call the play dead. Full start on the Falcons. Tough. That's not bad. You're entering a stretch of your schedule where you can survive that. Especially because you started hot with 2-0. You can survive a week or two with Browning. I mean, depending on how the Vikings play tonight, I would say you can beat the Vikings with Jake Browning leading the way. The Broncos is going to be tricky. But you can definitely beat Jake Browning you can definitely beat the Vikings with Jake Browning. There we go. 3rd and 9. Penix in shotgun. Going to look to throw. Has some time. Passing right side. That's caught. Going to be a gain of 8 for Kyle Pitts. Down to the 15, but not enough for the first. And the Falcons have a choice to make. But again, I mean, I know. Starting the season 2-0, bottom line is great. Because now you stand alone on top of the AFC North. You have yourself some breathing room. Because of the Steelers losing today. Like, you have breathing room. That's not going to be an issue now. 4th and 1 offense, staying on the field, and they're not going to get a snap off in time. They broke that huddle late. Yeah, delay of game on the Falcons. They're going to have to send out the field goal unit now. Who is without Young Ho Koo tonight. He is not the kicker for the Falcons. Instead, it is Parker Romo. As Koo did not make the trip after he missed the game-tying field goal last week. So Parker Romo finds himself back in Minnesota, where he spent 4 games with the Vikings last year. This is a 38-yard kick from the right hash. It is up. And it is good. It snuck through the left upright. But that's a close one. So a solid opening drive for the Falcons. We're heading to a commercial break as JJ McCarthy will be on the other side. Yep, commercial break. We'll see. We'll see what the Vikings can do. I think that was blank / Ricky Morris's decision. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was just benched. I mean, again, he did cost them the game last week. But it makes sense that Koo would get benched. It's weird as well though. I mean, we'll see. I mean, he was the only he was the kicker that they had available. We'll see. There's a chance Koo is back in the lineup next week. Yeah, it's weird, yeah, but what you gonna do? If Koo does get released by the Falcons, he'll find a spot on a different team with no issue whatsoever. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 4. Has some room past the 25 and down to the 27. So McCarthy will start things off from there. And this is a Vikings offense that struggled a bit last week. Took them to the fourth quarter to find a rhythm. But once they did, they exploded onto the scene. 21-point fourth quarter. Snuck away with the win. We'll see what they can do tonight. So McCarthy in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. Going to send one of them in motion. As McCarthy will throw left side, and that is going to be caught by Jalen Naylor for only a gain of 2. Baltimore doesn't need him. Tyler Loop is kicking just fine. Baltimore doesn't need him. I would say San Francisco would take a flyer on him if he gets released. Because they do need a kicker right now. I'm not sure how their new one played today. Toss right side on 2nd and 8 is going to get nowhere. Aaron Jones getting nothing on that one, and a 3rd and 8 coming up. I should have checked. How did Jake Bates do today? I imagine he was perfect again. 3rd and 7, they're ruling in. McCarthy in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw. Pressure coming, avoiding it to his right. Going to take it himself and lowering the shoulder, stretching forward. Will depend on the spot. I think they're going to say inches, and they do. 4th and inches. But that's a great play from J.J. McCarthy. So 4th and inches, offense is staying on the field. McCarthy under center, going to QB sneak this. He does not get it. He does not get it. He's short. He loses a yard on that play, if anything. The Atlanta Falcons, big time defensive play. Getting the offense the ball back with brilliant starting field position for this next drive. That's a gutsy call that did not work for Minnesota. Atlanta played that perfectly. Damn, Bates missed a field goal today. Yeah, he had 10. Wait, so what was Brandon Aubrey's stat line if he gave me 23? Oh, he was 4 for 4 field goals. Okay, that makes sense. All right, Penix in shotgun to give to Robinson right side, trying to get the edge. Gonna gain about 6, 5, maybe 6. And Aubrey hit from 53. I'm pretty sure I don't think I had told anyone this yet, Bob Flash. I'll tell you now. I'm pretty sure I made it to where if a kicker hits from 50 plus, On top of the 3 they would normally get, I think they get 4. Yeah, I think I made it so it's like that. I know there's definitely more incentives to kickers hitting from 50 plus. Penix and shotgun gonna play action, look to throw. Pressure coming, pass right side, gonna be caught by Bijan Robinson. It's a halfback screen that gets up to the 20 and enough for a first down. You noticed? Okay, cool. I'm not sure if anyone else has yet. Also haven't really discussed it with anyone else. You probably are. Honestly, you most likely are. But it's not like it necessarily matters in him today. .806 to play in the first. Oh, I'm trying to remember how to check the stat breakdown. Or the point breakdown. And they're reviewing that previous play. Ball was thrown kind of low. There we go. Yeah, that's what it is. A field goal made from 40 yards and in is 3. In the 40-yard range is 4. 50-yard range is 5. And 60 plus is worth 6. Yeah, but come on. You would have thought that he would do something like that. So 3rd and 3 ruled incomplete. So Penix and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left. It's a 3rd and a long 3, more so a 3rd and 5. As Penix will look to throw. Pass right side, wide open, is caught. Inside the 20 and down to the 15. Believe that was Drake London on the reception. No, it was Kyle Pitts. I was napping. That's crazy. Dog, what? It's nearly 8 o'clock over there for him. Fuck you mean you napping? Penix in shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 15. Back to his left and a back to his right. Looking to throw, quick pass right side, caught by Bijan. Gonna get a gain of 4. Yeah, I'm losing this week in fantasy. Unless Lad McCarthy just has the game of his career tomorrow night, I'm cooked this week in fantasy. Penix in shotgun back to his left for 2nd and 5. Pass time, pass right side is incomplete. Looking for Bijan Robinson. Wouldn't have been enough for the first down. 3rd and 5 coming up. I should have played James Cook. I meant to play James Cook. I was trying to find a way to fit him in my lineup, but I just couldn't. Because I thought Cortland Sutton would actually do something today. I also should have played Jordan Love. I meant to play Jordan Love, but I completely forgot. I also forgot to register my Cardinals pick in the pick'ems. Penix to throw on 3rd and 5. Rolling to his left to buy some time as pressure's coming. Throwing for the end zone and incomplete. Looking for Darnell Mooney. And once again, the Vikings bend but don't break. And the Falcons are held to 3. I'm showing a replay of that Parker Romo field goal from earlier. And he barely made that. Now this one from 29 yards out, then the right hash. It is up, and this one is no doubt about it. It is good. 6-0 Falcons lead. 2:48 to play in this first quarter. And we head into a commercial break. We have commercial break. The Falcons, back-to-back drives. They're able to get into the red zone, but they can't finish them. To be fair, this second drive did also start well into plus territory because of a failed 4th down. But still. He could, but the other side of it is Benito has Cameron Dicker as his kicker. So it will be it's a tale of two coins situation. It's a two-head coin basically. He also has Nico Collins to go, and he's gonna have a solid game, I think, against that Tampa defense. But we'll see. As we're waiting for Atlanta to send this one down. We shall see. The Vikings offense. That's a rough first drive of the game, but you're still very much in this. You have not, like, at least that didn't turn into a 2-score deficit. Kickoff underway. Return beginning from the goal line. Trying to find some space up the middle. It gets to the, what is that, like the 16, 17? Penalty marker down. And it's a holding on the Vikings. So push them back even more. I like how we're getting news about the Jadeveon Clowney sign-in right after their game. Handoff up the middle for the first play of this drive as Aaron Jones will now have to bounce it outside to the right and get up to about the 20. before being brought down. I do love these throwback uniforms that the Vikings have, though. These are beautiful. It's simplistic, but beautiful. McCarthy under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle once again for Aaron Jones. Trying to bounce it out left side and going to be brought down after only a yard. So another 3rd down coming up for the Vikings. So again, I plan to get a jersey of every single team. I need to find a way to get a throwback Falcons jersey. And by throwback, I mean like Matt Ryan era Falcons jersey. Because I do not like these current jerseys that Atlanta has. McCarthy in shotgun, looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pressure coming and sacked. Back at the 12-yard line. It is the rookie, James Pierce, with the sack out of Tennessee. And it's back-to-back 3 and outs for the Vikings. Wow. But again, this Vikings offense started slow last week, so you don't know. But they're going to send this one away. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 27, maybe 28. So they'll start from there. Bob Flash, not good news for you. They're sending images of the turf toe for Joe Burrow to a foot specialist. If it's deemed he needs surgery, he could be out for 3 months. That would be season ending for the Bengals. If Burrow misses 3 months of play, it doesn't matter that you started 2-0. Yeah, I know that the current throwbacks are the Dirty Bird era, but I much prefer the Matt Ryan era Falcons jerseys. To me, that's their best branding. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, like, yeah, Burrow has brought y'all to a Super Bowl, and he consistently plays well when he's healthy. But that's the thing. He's also of the if he's healthy category. As we're at commercial break before this next Falcons drive. Oh, we're 2 weeks out from international games starting. What is that game? Because I would, in theory, be able to go live for it. Week 4. That's Vikings Steelers. Huh. Hold on. I might go. Oh god, 4 o'clock games is Ravens Chiefs. I might go 4 games live on week 4. For that Sunday, I might. Penix in shotgun, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from the 28. Play action looking to throw. Penix with time. Pass right side going to be caught for a gain of 2. That's Tyler Algier on the reception, but a penalty marker down. Yeah, exactly. It's not even Burrow's fault, but it's just rough, man. Are they calling this illegal contact? Yeah, legal contact on Minnesota. 5 yards, automatic first down. Okay. Oh, the Brewers. The Brewers clinched the postseason today. Penix and shotgun back behind him, a tight end in the backfield to his right. Going to give this up the middle for Algier, and that's going to be roughly 5, maybe 6. Yeah. Hey, join the club with the coping and seething. It's week 2, and everyone's just waiting for the word that McDaniel is fired at this point. Same with Greer. That's the biggest thing, though. Like, if Greer does not go, there's no point of even firing McDaniel at that point. Might as well just give him another year. It's either both go or both stay at this point. You can't do one or the other. You can't let Greer set up a rebuild. Penix going to hand this off once again to Algier up the middle, and there's going to be once again a gain of roughly 5. Yeah, there's the Rappaport tweet now, Ball Flash. Fear to have suffered a grade 3 turf toe. They're still evaluating, but that's the fear. Under 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 44. Penix and shotgun back behind him. Going to play action and look to throw. Pressure coming, pass right side is caught by Kyle Pitts. A gain of 12. What a catch. Going up for that one. Moving the chains. Go to draft all linemen. Yeah, apparently there are grades to turf toe. And also, yeah, the offensive line needs to be a massive point of interest for Cincy in the offseason. Because that's the only way you're going to win. Is if you can get an offensive line in order. But the issue is you need to be able to find those diamonds in the rough on the offensive line. Because you need to pretty much build an entire offensive line. Penalty marker before the snap. Going to be a false start on Atlanta. A lot of false starts. Yeah, Burrow has already been ruled out for next week, by the way. Yeah, torn ligaments and severe turf toe. The likely option is surgery. It will put Burrow's return at December 14th. Hey. Penix and shotgun back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Pass right side is going to be caught with room to run. It's Drake London who fumbles and picked up by Minnesota down to the 32. Oh, man. Massive way to flip the tables there. That's a beautiful peanut punch. Oh, that's a beautiful peanut punch. My God. Eric Wilson. Absolute beaut of a peanut punch. Theo Jackson recovers it, and the Vikings are back in business. Yeah, it's gonna put Cincy in a very tough spot. But at the same time, if you can survive that and find a way to make the playoffs, Burrow's going to be healthy, a lot more healthy than what he would have been if this didn't happen. It's still tough, and you need to find a way to survive that. But yeah, it's rough. It's just a question of can Jake Browning win 6 games? Is the question, I guess. Like, can he win 6 games? What's Cincy's final 3 weeks looking like? Okay, so it would set Burrow's return for week 15 versus Baltimore. That is assuming he will be back in time. Like everything goes according to the 3 months exactly thing. Most likely, his return game will be at Miami on week 16. They'll put y'all at Miami versus Arizona versus Cleveland. The question is, can Jake Browning win 5 games? I think that would be I think at 10 wins you can make the playoffs, and you can definitely win those final 3 games with Burrow. So can Browning find a way to win 5 games between now and December 21st? I say yes. I think y'all will be just fine. As we're just getting back from commercial break. McCarthy under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Gonna send one of them in motion, as is a play action looking to throw. With time, pass right side is caught, and that's gonna be Justin Jefferson for 9. So 2nd and 1, McCarthy under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. Making adjustments at the line as the play clock is winding down. Give left side for Jordan Mason, is going to lose a yard back to the 40. So 3rd and 2, we need one more play before the end of the quarter. McCarthy in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Going to give this up the middle, and he's going to get it. A gain of 2.5, maybe 3 for Jordan Mason, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books. The Falcons on top 6-0, but it has been a pretty back and forth affair. Falcons haven't really done a whole lot that makes me think they are in control of this game. Whereas the Vikings, they had that massive forced fumble, and now they're moving the ball pretty well. That getting their first down of the game just then. We'll see. We'll see as we're at commercial break. I think it's the case of New York did not know the correct way to build around him. Because the main issue was when Saquon was not on the field, and when Saquon eventually left, Daniel Jones just did not know how to play. He didn't have people to throw to. His receiver room was never really that good in New York, and then they got Malik Neighbors, and then his running back Saquon was either hurt or left. The biggest issue the Giants made was they did not pay Saquon Barkley. You pay him first and figure out Daniel Jones after. Everyone knew that, but they flipped it around. If they kept Saquon and then they figure out Daniel Jones, there's a chance Daniel Jones is still a New York Giant, and they're playing well this season because because you have Malik Neighbors, you have Saquon Barkley, and with Daniel Jones and a pretty solid offensive line, you have a team that can win games there. I don't think it's anything spectacular, but it's a solid squad. And now that he's in Indianapolis, he has Alec Pierce, he has Josh Downs, he has Tyler Warren, he has Jonathan Taylor. He has more weapons around him, and he has a good offensive line. So he has a better team around him than he ever did in New York, besides maybe that 2022 season. Play action, McCarthy to throw. Pass right side for a halfback screen. He's going to gain about 2 for Jordan Mason. Yeah. And also, like, the divisions are also completely different. I mean, there's a chance the Colts can win the AFC South. I don't think the Giants ever had a chance of winning the NFC North with Daniel Jones. So 2nd and 8. McCarthy under center, back behind him. Going to play action and look to throw. Rolling to his left to buy some time, and going to keep it himself for about 2 before stepping out of bounds. McCarthy in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Falcons send pressure. Pass right side is high but caught. Guy in high for that one is Jalen Naylor. And that's a first down pickup. Oh, yeah. But Dallas has also since found their run game. Also, Dallas didn't make the mistake of paying Zeke that big money. But, like, the Giants should have paid Saquon Barkley. Everyone knows that. The fact they didn't still doesn't make sense. And now he's in Philly winning Super Bowls. Handoff left side, going to be a gain of about 6 for Jordan Mason. So 2nd and 4, McCarthy under center, and there's movement up front before the snap. Going to be a false start on Minnesota. So 2nd and 9 now. McCarthy in shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 40. Give up the middle is going to be a... Oh, still fighting. Jordan Mason gets 8. The thing with Dallas is they don't really pay their stars unless they're certain that their stars can continue to perform. Like, that's why they paid CD. That's why they paid Dak. They paid Deron Bland for some reason. Should have paid Micah Parsons, but that's how about this? When we're talking about the Giants messing up, not paying Saquon Barkley, I guarantee you, if the Cowboys paid Micah Parsons, they would be on top of the NFC East by now, or right now, because they 100% would have been able to beat Philly with Micah Parsons with how that game played out. Handoff up the middle on 3rd and 1 is going to gain 2. That's Jordan Mason once again. So McCarthy and shotgun, a back to each side. 1st and 10 from the 30. Pressure coming and sacked. Back at the 38. Stood no chance at all. Leonard Floyd, one of the few Falcons to get back there. Man, oh man. Yeah, did that play action and untouched is Leonard Floyd into the backfield. So 2nd and 18, McCarthy and shotgun back to his left. Looking to throw once again. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for TJ Hawkinson. So 3rd and 18 coming up. The Colts are the first team in the Super Bowl era to not punt in either of their first 2 games in the season. I need to make the Colts an honorable mention, do I? McCarthy alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 18, looking to throw. Has time in the pocket. Passing right side. That's going to be caught. Adam Thielen down inside the 15. Or inside the 20 to the 19. Oh, no. I think that ball's moving. Hold on. As he goes to the ground, does that ball come loose? McCarthy's in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. There's no stoppage yet. They're going to get this snap off. McCarthy to throw. Pass in end zone is going to be caught at the 1 by Jalen Nailor. Yeah, it's massive props to the Colts, man. They've been playing fantastic this season. So 1st and goal from the 1. As the Falcons just ran a play with 10 men on the field. McCarthy under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Receiver sent in motion as he fakes the toss, then fumbles it. Now rolling to his right, trying to find room. Pass end zone incomplete. Overthrown, looking for Justin Jefferson. He tried to fake a toss to his right and then just dropped the ball by accident. And it's a 2nd and goal coming up. So 2nd and goal. McCarthy under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. There's movement up front. As it would be delay of game on Minnesota. Okay. Second and goal now. Notre Dame becomes the first ranked 0-2 team since 1988 Michigan. Damn. Second and goal from the 7. McCarthy under center, back behind him. Play action, looking to throw. Pressure coming and sacked once again. Back at the 14. The third sack of the night. It's Jalen Walker, the rookie out of Georgia this time. And the Falcons front 7 has been all over McCarthy tonight. That is stupid. Yeah, no, it is stupid. Notre Dame should not be ranked. So third and goal coming up. McCarthy looking to throw, going to roll out to his right and be sacked once again. Back at the 15, maybe the 16. Just 4 sacks already. 7.5 to play in this first half, and out comes the field goal unit. Will Reichard on for the field goal try. He hit from 59 last week in that win against Chicago. This from 33 yards out and the right hash. It is up and it is good. 7 minutes to play. It is 3-6. You see that college game day is going to the UM-UF game next week? I'm kind of shocked because there's definitely better matchups, but also because the fact that, UM doesn't have their own stadium. Yeah, exactly. Notre Dame should not be ranked. Yeah, they played Texas A&M very close, but come on. The argument that they're making is the fact that they've had 2 close losses to Miami and Texas A&M, which fair, but really. And yeah, game day is going to Coral Gables on Saturday. Should I try and go? I've been to the UM campus once, and that was for a summer showcase in high school. It's a nice campus. Like, it's a beautiful campus. It deserves its own stadium. But I doubt the Hurricanes will ever get a stadium down there. As we're at commercial break. My only issue is I plan to go to the UCF UNC game on Saturday. And I'm not trying to drive 3 hours on Saturday evening. Because I will need to leave like right after classes on Friday. Just so that way I can try to, because you have to like camp out there at beginning at like 10 p.m. Like, no, it's just not worth it. Just coming back from commercial break. Waited for Minnesota to send this one down after the 33-yard field goal from Will Reichard. Neither offenses have been able to punch it in yet in this game. Though we shall see. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning. No, he muffed it. Returned beginning from the 3. Up past the 20 and down to the 23. Still a solid return. Is that a Costco? They're doing a Michael Penix graphic inside a Costco? Come on. The disrespect. How are you doing a graphic inside a Costco? Come on, man. Penix and shotgun back behind him. 1st and 10 from the 23. 7 minutes to play in the half. Penix going to give this up the middle, and there is some room up to the 30 just about. That is Bijan Robinson on the carry. No, there's Kirk Cousins. With the helmet on and all. I kind of feel bad for Kirk. I mean, he still could be a starter in this league. It's just it's a tough situation there for him in Atlanta. Penix in shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off up the middle once again, and that's Bijan Robinson for about 2.5. So a 3rd and short coming up. So 3rd and inches. Penix under center, back and fullback behind him. Fullback dive up the middle, gets the 1st down up to the 35. Tyler Algier on the carry, lineup as the fullback there. And they keep the chains moving. So Penix and shotgun back behind him. 2 receivers to each side, play action looking to throw. Has some time trying to roll to his left to buy more and sacked back at the 25. My God, what a hit there. It's Dallas Turner getting into the backfield and a 2nd and long coming up. Jeez. So 2nd and long. The 2nd and 20. Penix and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side looking to throw. Vikings send 4. Pass over the middle is dropped. Looking for that Ray McLeod? Yeah, that's Ray McLeod, the intended target. And it's a 3rd and 20 coming up. How are you a wide receiver wearing the number 34? What is it? Doesn't Sky Moore wear like 24 and then Rashid Shaheed wear 22? Some of these jersey numbers, man. Penix and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, looking to throw on 3rd and 20. Has time, pass a dump off right side to Bijan, who has space, breaks 1 tackle and gonna get about 15, but not enough for the 1st. And yep, out comes the punt unit. So they're going to send this one down. All right. So punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 14 and brought down right around there near the 13. And it brings us to a commercial break with 3:23 to play. We're going to have a defensive slugfest in this one. I talk about this a bit during the UFL streams because it kind of needs to be in the UFL streams talked about because of how those games can go sometimes. To me, there's a difference between a good defensive game and a bad defensive game, and a good offensive game and a bad offensive game. What we saw from the Eagles Chiefs earlier, that was a good defensive game because it's two offenses can put up points, but the defenses are just legitimately playing well and being better than the offenses. A good offensive game is a same thing but flip. It's two defenses are really good, but the offenses are just being that much better. And you're making the smarter plays and be able to move the ball down the field and playing well. Bad offensive game is when it's like it's a bad offensive game is Cowboys Giants today. A game that had no right going 40-37. The offenses are good, but not that good. It's just the defenses played really bad. And then a bad defensive game, which so far it seems like that's what this is going to be. It is where, offenses are fine. They're not the greatest, but they're fine. Defenses, are not the greatest, but but it's more so the offense making the mistakes that lead to the defenses seemingly playing well. Either way, football is football. But when I say a bad defensive game, just know it means these offenses should be playing better. They're just being really dumb. As we're just coming back from commercial break, .23 to play for the Vikings offense, looking to at least tie this game as we are slowly approaching halftime. McCarthy in shotgun back to his right, two receiving options to each side. Going to give this up the middle for Aaron Jones, who works his way to about the 19. And will be brought down there. All right. So 2nd and 4, under 3 minutes to play. McCarthy in shotgun back to his right, looking to throw. Has some time, pass over the middle, is caught down to the 25 is Adam Thielen on the reception. First and 10, 2.5 to play. We need one more play before the end of before the 2-minute warning. We need one more play. McCarthy under center, back behind him, two receiving options to each side. Play action, looking to throw. Has time, pass right side is in. It's intercepted, was behind the intended target. And it's Billy Bowman Jr., the rookie out of Oklahoma, making the play. And with 2:03 to go in the half, the The Falcons have the ball right back. Looking for Jalen Naylor on a comeback route. Ball was low and behind, and Bowman able to make a play on it. It's open as well. That ball needs to be towards the sideline. Instead, it was just too far inside, and Bowman makes the play. 2:03 to play in the half. So now the Falcons will need to run one play before the 2-minute warning. Penix in shotgun, back behind them. 2 receiving options to each side. Sending a man in motion as they give this up the middle to Bijan, who gets to about the 35. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play in the half. Falcons up by 3 with the ball. And with that, I'll quickly be right back. All right, still at commercial break for the 2-minute warning. As we'll see if the Falcons can extend this lead and by how much. Wait, sorry, what? So for the UCLA and Virginia Tech fired their coaches today. Because of that, their players are all eligible to transfer. Typically, classes have started by now for colleges. Well, UCLA, that's not the case. So it throws a wrinkle into how their transfers can work. As Penix in shotgun back to his left, going to look to throw. There's a 3 play for the Falcons, and it's going to be incomplete on the right side. As pressure came in due to an early jump, and it will be a 2nd and 2 coming up. As is offsides on Minnesota and a holding on Atlanta. So penalties will offset. Replay 2nd down. So 2nd and 7. And we're going to commercial break. Cool. All right. Still at commercial break. Still at commercial break. All right, so just coming back from commercial break. There's 156 to play in this first half. The 2nd and 7 coming up. Penix in shotgun. Back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off right side for Bijan, who finds some room, gets past the 30 to the 29 before being brought down. Gain of 6, just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and inches coming up. Okay. So 3rd and inches. Penix under center, back and fullback behind him. Going to hand this off up the middle, and there's Tyler Algier inside the 20 to the 19 before being stood up. A minute and counting to play in this first half. Atlanta taking their sweet time with this. As Penix will throw on 1st and 10. Pass left side is caught, and that's Tyler Algier. Gain of roughly 4. Second and 6. Ball on the 15. Penix in shotgun. Back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw once again. Has time. Pass end zone and off the mark. Incomplete. Looking for Darnell Mooney. 33 seconds to play in the half. So 3rd and 6 from the 15. Penix, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Minnesota looking like they're going to send pressure, and they send 4. Penix, time, pass, right side, incomplete. Off the mark, looking for Ray McLeod. And it's going to be another field goal try coming up for the Falcons. Yeah, McLeod's open. He gets enough of the break there, but too much into it. So Parker Romo on for the 33-yard kick from the left hash. It is up. And it is good. Barely got past that right upright. It's a 9-3 game with 25 seconds to play in this half. And the Vikings do get ball to begin the second half. I also missed when the Vikings called timeout. They have 2 remaining. We will see 25 seconds left in the half. All right, kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 5. Trying to find some space, bouncing it out right side, but not going to do much with it down to the 20. Okay, so 18 seconds left in the half. What does Minnesota decide to do? So McCarthy in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming, trying to escape it. He's sacked. Is that number 5? Is that the 5th sack of this half alone? What are we doing here, Minnesota? That's at least 4, maybe 5 sacks, and we're through one half a play. Oh yeah, that's sack number 5. As we have an injured Falcon on the field, that's going to force the Falcons to use their second timeout of the half, with 12 seconds remaining in the half. McCarthy has been sacked 5 times, and it's not even halftime yet. Brother. Second and 13 coming up. Justin Jefferson, not been a big factor in this one. McCarthy in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. 2nd and 13, 12 seconds to play in the half. I mean, why even try forcing anything here? Just get it to halftime. McCarthy to throw once again. Passing deep over the middle, wide open is Justin Jefferson. Inside the 35 and down to the 33. That's why, I guess. Oh my god. Yep, sure. Instantly you proved me wrong. And they call it their second timeout. They're in field goal range. Will Reichard will take the field. Sure, fuck me, I guess. Why even take a shot here? There's 12 seconds left in the half. Well, there's your answer. You have Justin Jefferson. Oh my, yep, nope, sure. Yeah, that works. And now comes Will Reichard. He had a career long of 58 last week against Chicago. This is from 51 and the right hash. You make it a 3-point game at the half. It is up, and it is right down the middle. 3-point game at the half. The Vikings get ball to begin the second half. And just instantly prove me wrong, Minnesota. Because you have a Jettas. Oh, that woke me up a bit. Back-to-back weeks of calling 3 games in a day is something. Oh yeah, that's right. You do need to pick up a quarterback now. What are the options? I mean, you're good on tight end, man. You have Tucker Kraft. You don't need anyone else. I will say though, put both of them on IR. Put Kittle and Burrow on IR once you're able to. That way you don't lose them. In terms of quarterbacks, honestly, yeah, maybe Dak or Daniel Jones. I mean, Jared Goff is still available. Yeah, you want to pick up Goff, and then tight end. Yeah, Jawan Johnson might be the best available. Just because of, New Orleans going to be utilizing their tight ends quite a bit with how young the quarterbacks are. I don't think he'll be out for season. The reports are that he's going to be back in December. Yeah, 3 months at least. He should be back by week 16 of the reports. So the question for Cincy is just, can they survive? Can they survive between now and then? And to me, with how their schedule shapes up the final 3 weeks, surviving is just winning 5 games. So that's very possible for them to go 5-7 with Jake Brown in behind center. No, it sets it. The reports is that he would be back at the earliest December 14th. So there will be 3 weeks left in the season. I'm not giving fake info. Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport both have said December's the date. And the idea is December 14th at the earliest. Yeah, right here from Ian Rappaport. With torn ligaments and a severe turf toe injury, Joe Burrow's likely option is surgery. 3 months from now is December 14th, which is when he's scheduled to return. Again, this is if everything goes perfectly. He's scheduled to be back December 14th. I am reading off Rappaport's tweet to you. I don't know what you want from me. Bro, I'm just telling you what Rappaport tweeted out. If he gets a setback, yeah, he will be out the season. But current reports is December 14th would be the 3-month mark of when he'll be back. Dude, we're just trying to watch football here, man. I don't know what your problem is. The Eagles won today, and I was rooting for the Eagles. I don't know what your problem is. Burrow's out at least 3 months. So the ideal, if everything goes right, 3 months from now is December 14th. I try to give you a chance to just, not be a douche. Yeah, gotta love the trolls. Gotta love the trolls. Because at the end of the day, we don't know shit about when Burrow's gonna return. So the only reports we're getting is December 14th is the target date. No, Miami should not go after Kirk Cousins. For as much as I think he can be a starter in this league, I don't think we need him. We need to get we need to hit the reset. Maybe he could be that like mentor bridge guy, but it's not his contract's not worth it. Yeah, you're a Bengals fan, Bob Flash. You keep up with this shit more than anyone. And I try to keep up the best I can, but I've been keeping up with Burrow. Him being out is not good for the league as a whole. If that was on my PC proper, I would have like actually pulled up the tweet that said it, but I'm just not, so I don't. Now I can go through the hassle to do it. But it's like if it's one thing if you think that he's gonna like face a setback and be out longer, like that's fine. You need to go into all the other shit surrounding it, like talk about an unnecessary fucking crash out. Again, for presumably Eagles fan as well. Like, come on. Anyway, here's Florio talking about it. Yeah, Florio just talking about it on the halftime show. 3 months, December 14th. Yeah, that's true. Jones would be the safer bet because you don't know how much longer Russ will be the starter there for. So Jones would be a safer bet, but at the same time, like how much more, how long can Daniel Jones keep this up? Is the question. Which that question, I don't know, what's the Colts schedule looking like? At Tennessee, at Ram. He can keep this up pretty well. Damn, the Colts schedule is not that bad actually. Jeez. The Colts might be able to keep this up. Oh yeah, if you have Bo Nix, yeah, he should be your primary, and then anyone else you pick up will be secondary pieces. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can still pick up a quarterback and have Nix be your starter and someone else behind him. But yeah, definitely Bo Nix should be the guy going forward for you. I mean, like Nix played well today. Yeah, you picked him for a reason. Might as well use him if you're gonna pick him. But we'll see. But yeah, it's definitely better that this happens now because Burrow is now going to be set to return by season's end. So if you can just survive the window where he's out, you're good. So the fact that Burrow again 5-7 is like the target record for Jake Brown in the next 12 weeks or 13 technically. Like that's the target. You get to 7-7 with 3 weeks left to play, and having Miami, Arizona, and Cleveland on the schedule, you should be in the playoffs. Six would be more preferable, definitely. But I think if you can get five, if you can get five, you're chilling. Because 10-7 should be enough to get you win this year. All right, just coming back out at halftime. Vikings get ball to begin the second half. Only down by 3. This game is very much still in the balance. Yeah, you got time though. You have till Wednesday. First game this season without a touchdown in the first half. I am not surprised. I am not surprised it's these two teams where that stat takes place with. Like, not one bit. I knew this game was not going to be great. It's a good game because it's close. The defenses are playing well, but it's just, man, this game is it's fallen into that category of a bad defensive game. Man, the skull chant is both cool as hell, but incredibly fucking dumb looking if it's just one person doing it on in the frame. That is a chant that you need an entire stadium camera shot for. Gonna return this kickoff up to about the 22. Again, like when you see everyone in the stadium doing it and you hear everyone doing it, it is cool as hell. When it's just one or two people in the camera shot doing it, it looks stupid. All right, first drive of this half for the Vikings. McCarthy under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Sending a man in motion as they toss this left side for Aaron Jones. Has some blocking up past the 25 and down near the 30. Not bad. Houday. But the thing with Houday is, I don't know, does the Houday chant have like a motion you do with it? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that makes the skull kind of dumb looking when it's solo, is because of the whole overhead clapping. Play action. McCarthy looking to throw. Has time. Passing deep left side, and that's overthrown. Looking for Adam Thielen. 3rd and 2 coming up. Oh yeah, the tomahawk chop. Yeah, it's a good one. Sorry, what? Point and flicker. Yeah, that sounds dumb. That sounds dumb. Yeah. McCarthy and shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and 2 from the 30. Will look to throw once again. Has time. Pass right side. Is that picked off again? They're saying it is. Billy Bowman with his second of the night. The 20 to 15 and down to the 10. Oh no, disaster. Billy Bowman, the rookie out of Oklahoma, has his second of the night. And the Falcons, first and... No, that's incomplete. That replay instantly shows incomplete. Oh, the Vikings avoid disaster. Yeah, it's a 3 and out nonetheless, but at least it's not going to be Falcons ball at the 10. All right, bud. AJ Terrell and Ryan Kelly have been ruled out of this game. So both the Falcons and Vikings are losing pieces. As 4th and 2, 3 and out, they're going to send this one down. And the punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 20. The Falcons will begin from there. All right, 14:04. Penix and shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Receivers sent in motion left to right as Penix going to hand this off up the middle for Bijan. And going to stay on his feet and pushing forward to the 30, a gain of 9. All right, Bijan, good shit. Rolled off a defender's back, stayed on his feet, and picked up a few extra yards there. Yeah, that's great contact balance. So Penix and shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. 2nd and 1. Give to Bijan once again, trying to find room. Going to pick up the first down with 1 yard exactly on the play. Up to the 31. Well, yeah, like, anything meant to be done in a group is going to look silly when done solo. That's just the nature of things. But some things look fine when done solo. Other things look dumb when done solo. Penix and shotgun back behind him. 3 receivers to the left. Play action looking to throw. And there's a penalty marker that kills this play dead before the snap. As that's a false start on Atlanta. Tough. Why am I seeing the Saquon Barkley NFL Top 100 interview? Penix and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. 1st and 15 from the 27. Looking to throw a quick pass right side is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Drake London. Like doing a number 1. Okay. I think I can visualize it. It also probably won't be that hard to find videos of it online. So 2nd and 15, Penix in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking, gonna give this to Bijan up the middle, who has plenty of space. Past the 35 and down to the 37. Was that a direct snap? Even the cameraman was fooled there for a second. Oh, okay. So the snap was a little bit to the left. And Bijan it was gonna be a play action to Bijan. The snap was a little bit to the left to where Bijan caught the snap by accident and just took off. Now 3rd and 5, Penix to throw, pass left side, a wide open receiver down near midfield at the 49. That's Darnell Mooney on the reception. 11.5 to play. Yeah, not the greatest of throws, but it gets there. Penix and shotgun back behind him. A give left side to Tyler Algier is going to go nowhere. Stuffed at the line, maybe loses half a yard, but not much else. A 2nd and 11-ish coming up. Yeah, 2nd and 11. Penix in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Pass right side is going to be caught, and that's going to get past the 45 to the 43. Darnell Mooney on the reception. 3rd and short now. Third and 2. And Penix under center, back behind him. A fullback as well in the backfield. Sending the tight end in motion right to left as they give this to Algier, who's going to fall forward and pick up the first, a gain of 3 up to the 40. They keep the chains moving. This has been a solid drive that the Falcons have been on. So Penix in shotgun, back behind him. Tight end in the backfield to his right. Going to hand this off up the middle and has room. That's Bijan Robinson. 1st down and more. Past the 25 and down to the 22. All right. Bijan Robinson having a great game. Already up to over 100 yards on the night. Penix in shotgun, back behind him. Give to Bijan once again, trying to find space, gonna stumble his way forward, spinning down to the 20. A gain of 2 on the play. 8 minutes to play in the quarter. They're focusing on killing this clock a bit more. Penix in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Pressure coming, escaping to his left. Throwing left, that's caught, and that's Bijan Robinson, a gain of 5. Inside the 15 to the 14. Bijan Robinson is this entire offense, isn't he? It feels like it. And I don't blame them for doing that. So 3rd and 2. Penix under center. A give to Algier up the middle, and he's stuffed back at the 15. A loss of a yard. Time to play the game. Will there be a touchdown tonight? Because neither team is doing anything offensively. Parker Romo on for the field goal try to double the lead for the Falcons. 6.5 to play in the quarter. This is one of the NFL games of all time. A 33-yard kick from the right hash. It is up, and it is good. A 6-point Falcon lead, as this game still has yet to utilize the end zones. Okay, commercial break as well. I don't think it'll be the case just because the Falcons are up by 6 now. But it kind of feels like first team to get a drive to end in the end zone is gonna win this game. Just because they're gonna have the momentum. But we'll see. As we're still at commercial break. Still at commercial break. All right, so just coming back from commercial break. This game has been highlighting the special teams massively. As kickoff is underway, going to be returned from a yard deep in the end zone, up past the 25 and down near the 30, maybe the 31. As yeah, they're saying his forward progress got stopped, even though nothing actually touched down. As J.J. McCarthy takes the field. McCarthy under center. He's 8 for 13 tonight. McCarthy under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle for Jordan Mason. And that is a gain of 3. At this point, I need to see what was the least amount of pass attempts Sam Darnold had last year. Because there's no way that this is the same offensive scheme that they had last year with the little amount of pass attempts they're giving McCarthy. And yes, he's been sacked 5 times, so I guess technically it's 18 attempts, but still. McCarthy in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, or 3 receivers to the left, my bad. Pump faking and looking to throw. McCarthy, pass right side is caught by Mason. Has room and down a yard shy at the 40. A 3rd and 1 coming up. Let me check this. Sam Darnold. What is your last year's game-by-game stats? Because this just does not look like the same offense at all, which I was expecting, but not to this degree. Game log. Here we go. 3rd and 1, handoff up the middle, and he gets stonewalled. No gain on the play for Jordan Mason. Maybe they give him half a yard, but not enough for the first. And the Vikings have a choice to make. Okay, the least amount of pass attempts Sam Darnold had last year was week 1 against the Giants, where he had 24. Following that was 25. Yeah, he did not have a game under 20 pass attempts last year. What was McCarthy's last week? Wasn't it 20? As the offense is staying on the field, McCarthy under center, back behind him. 4th and 1's a QB sneak. And it'll depend on the spot, I think. I'm not sure if he got it. Those spots are saying he did. Okay. And yeah, McCarthy had 20 pass attempts last week. It's just not the same offense. which again, to be expected, but at some point, you need to open up the playbook. First and 10 from the 41. McCarthy under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to send a man in motion. As they hand this off left side for Jordan Mason, who has room. Past midfield, past the 45 and down to the 41. Penalty marker down, though. We'll see what this is. It's holding on the Vikings. Whoa. All right. First and 20 coming up. Just shooting themselves in the foot. Just shooting themselves in the foot. First and 20. McCarthy under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action, looking to throw. Pass right side is incomplete. Looking for a screen to Aaron Jones. And he couldn't hang on. The low pass is a 2nd and 20 now. Under 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Yeah, it's a bad pass. McCarthy in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right. Looking to throw. Pressure coming, avoids it. Stepping up, going to take it himself. Down the left side, past the 40, 45, and down at the 47. By a hip drop tackle that they still won't throw a penalty for despite being supposed to. I'm going to harp on this because the NFL harped on it. You made such a so much noise last offseason before the 2024 season about trying to get rid of the hip drop tackle, only to never call it a penalty, and that's continued into this season. McCarthy in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side, 3rd and 4. Looking for just past midfield, and there's movement up front before the snap. Going to be a false start on Minnesota. 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Yep, false start. So 3rd and 9, McCarthy in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Gonna look to throw once again. With time, pass right side is gonna be caught, but I think it's now ruling it incomplete. Even if it was caught, I think he would be short. So a 4th and 9, and the Vikings, I'm imagining they're gonna punt this one away, yeah. Yeah, that's incomplete. And so the Vikings send this one down. It's been a very defensive heavy game tonight. The punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 16, maybe the 17. So the Falcons will start from there. Okay. Let's see what the Falcons can do here. If they can find the end zone, that might be a dagger in this game. Because they're already up by 6. Their defense is already playing really well. If they can find the end zone and make this a 13-point game, I'm not sure Minnesota has enough to come back in this. They did put up 21 in the fourth quarter last week, but that was also like a very different feeling game. As we're still at commercial break. Still at commercial break. All right, just back from commercial break, showing some highlights for this Falcons offensive line that has been playing really well tonight. They're keeping Penix upright, and they're giving Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier rush lanes. The thing is, they just can't finish these drives. They need to find a way to finish a drive in the end zone. That's the bottom line at this stage. Penix in shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. 1.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. A give to Bijan left side is going to get about 3 up to the 20. All right. They're showing Brian Flores on that sideline now for Minnesota. And they're also ruling that was a gain of 4 on the previous play. Penix in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw once again. Pressure coming, he's sacked. Untouched. My God, he got drilled. This game is drawn. Jonathan Grenard, the man that met him in the backfield, a beautiful pass stunt, gets him unblocked directly into the lap of Michael Penix, who had people open if he just had an extra second. Third and 14. Penix in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw once again. Has time. Pass right side is tipped away and incomplete. Looking for Kyle Pitts. Instead, it's a 3 and out. This game. Oh, he would have had there was pressure coming. I'll give him that. There was pressure coming. But he had someone in the second level on an out route that was about to become wide open. If he had if he had an extra like half a second, that would have been able to pick up the first. Punt return begins at about the 43, gets up to about the 47. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 15 minutes remain. We have yet to get a touchdown in this game. It is 12-6. Which offense will be able to break through first? We shall see, if any are going to be able to. But with that, we're heading to a commercial break, and I'll be right back. All right, so that commercial break, and I am back. Fourth quarter going to be underway here shortly in what has been a very, very defensive heavy game. As we're just coming back from commercial break, let's see what these two offenses got. Vikings have the ball. They're about to begin their drive. Down by 6. Can they find a breakthrough? They were able to last week in the fourth quarter, putting up 21 points. Can they do it this week? McCarthy in shotgun, looking to throw. Pressure coming, never. He's sacked. Ball pops loose and picked up by Atlanta. First play of the quarter. And it's sack number 6 for this Falcons defense. My, oh my. That was Zach Harrison getting in to force the fumble. And then it's Divine Diablo picking it up. What a way to start the quarter. 6 sacks tonight for this Falcons defense, and that's the second turnover forced. Penix and shotgun back behind him. Handoff to Robinson, right side has room. He gets tripped up at the 30, a gain of 8. Jeez. Penix and shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. With motion receiver left to right. That's Drake London. As they give this to Robinson once again, spinning his way. That's going to be enough for a first down. A gain of 2.5, maybe 3. The Falcons are in prime position to take a 2-possession lead. First and 10 coming up. Penix in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. A give to Bijan once again, cutting left side, and gonna lose about 2. 2 step forward, 1 step back, every time with the Falcons. It's always 2 steps forward, 1 step back with this offense tonight. Penix and shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw. Has time, and that time expired. He's sacked back at the 40. Can no one's offense play tonight? Like, Atlanta, you've had so many chances. Oh my God, this game. It's a 3rd and long for the Falcons. You need about half at minimum. Ball is back at the 39-yard line, so you're still technically in field goal range, I think. Penix and shotguns, a 3rd and 21. Looking to throw, pass right side, and there's a penalty, and there's a stoppage before the snap. Falcons call their first timeout. It's a 3rd and 21 with 12 minutes to play. This game is... Jeez. The Falcons got the pass rush they've been desperately needing in the past few years, only for the offense to be a no-show. Penix and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers to each side, 3rd and 21, looking to throw. Pass left side is caught, going to be a gain of like 3. Kyle Pitts on the reception, and it's a 4th and 19. It's going to be a long field goal try, I think. Yep, out comes Parker Romo to make it a 9-point game and the potential dagger, because none of these offenses can do anything. It's a 54-yard kick from the left hash. It is up. It has the accuracy. And it is drilled. It had like 10 yards to spare. It's a 9-point Falcon lead with 11:40 to play. How much time's left? They did not show the time on that graphic. Cool. It was 11:16 to play, and we head to a commercial break. And we're at commercial break. We're still at commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. 11:16 to play in this one. It is a 9-point Falcon lead in a game where neither offense has been able to find the end zone. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the goal line. Has some room, no room, up to about the 19, maybe the 18. All right. Can the Vikings offense finally find something? McCarthy and shotgun back to his right. Handoff up the middle for Jordan Mason. Gonna find some room. Past the 25 to the 26. All right. McCarthy under center. 2nd and 3 now. Back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. They're letting this clock run a bit. Man sent in motion as they hand this off right side for Mason. Finds a lane to get 2. 3rd and 1 coming up. So McCarthy and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Looking to throw. Has time. Pass deep. Left side has a man. Overthrown. Jalen Naylor beat his man by 2 steps. And McCarthy overthrew it by 5. It's there. It's a touchdown. Oh, if that's on target. And they're going to send this one away? The punt comes off clean. It's returned fair caught at the 17. So the Falcons will start from there. And we're at commercial break once again. As we're still at commercial break in this one. A 15-6 game. This has been, man. All right, just getting back from commercial break, and there's images of the 1998 NFC Championship game. Entering that game, the Vikings kicker was perfect on the season until he missed it. Until he missed in what regulation was it? Yeah, there's people here. Yeah, the kickers have been playing fantastic in this one, but the offenses in general, not so well. Defense is also playing well, so I have to give him credit there, but this game has been something. Handoff right side for Penix gets about 2. Yeah, this game, this game should be so much more of a blowout. Like the Falcons have had plenty of drives inside the red zone, inside the 10, but they just can't finish them. Penix and shotgun back behind them. 2nd and 8 from the 19. Making adjustments at the line. 3 receiving options to the left. Penix handoff up the middle, and that gets to about the 24 before being brought down. As Jefferson is getting his, right elbow taped up. As there's a 3rd and 2 coming up. Penix and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Pass left side, that's caught by Drake London. 1st down and then some up to about the 35. All right, again, this Falcons offense has been able to move the ball. They just can't finish drives. So 1st and 10, Penix and shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Ball on the 35. 7.5 to play. Handoff right side for Algier, and that's a gain of about 2. And there's a penalty. Will be holding on Atlanta, pushing back 10. So 1st and 20, 7:10 to play in the game. Penix alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the right, 2 to the left. Gonna look to throw. Quick pass over the middle. Caught by London. Has room. A 1st down and a gain of 21 up to the 46. Drake London getting involved. Finally, it feels in this game. It's been a rough one for him. First and 10, ball on the 46. Penix and shotgun back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side, a handoff left side, and there's room for Algier to get it near midfield. I think they're going to rule it to 49. That's clock. Now we have a stoppage. As there is the Vikings slow to get up after the play. So that'll bring us to a commercial break for an injury timeout. Okay. at a commercial break, 6:10 to play roughly in the game. Yeah, 6:14 to play. All right, still at commercial break. As the Falcons look to just run out as much clock as they can. Still at commercial break, should be exiting it here shortly. Yep, here we go. 6:14 to play, back from commercial break. As yeah, the Vikings defender. Can't really tell what happened there, but he went through where he instantly grabbed his left knee. So hopefully all's good there. The broadcast just showed two Vikings fans, and one of them is like, "Want to get out of here?" Penix and shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. 2nd and 6 from midfield. Tight end send in motion left to right. Gonna hand this off right side for Algier. Has space, a first down and then some. Along the sideline down near the 40 before stepping out of bounds. Okay. Arguably a missed holding there against Drake London, but not sure how much it really mattered in this game. Penix in shotgun, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off left side. Has room for Algier. Past the 25 and down near the 20. Again, this offense is moving well. It's just, can they finish this drive in the end zone? So Penix and shotgun back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from the 21. Handoff once again up the middle for Algier. It's inside the 20 to the 19. And Minnesota will start calling their timeouts. With 4:17 to play, they used their first one. Sure. And that brings us to a commercial break as well, because of course it does. We shall see. 4:17 to play. Minnesota just called their first timeout as they're trying to get the ball back with enough time to potentially mount a comeback here. Even if with holding the Falcons to 3, they will only be down by 12. So in theory, they could do something. All right, just getting back from commercial break. What can the Falcons do? A touchdown puts a nail in the coffin. And next week, Sunday Night Football, it is Chiefs Giants. One team has to get a win. Both are 0-2 somehow after 2 weeks. As this game is winding down, reminder, I will be live tomorrow night for the Buccaneers and Texans at 7 p.m. EST to wrap up week 2. And then the Dolphins play Thursday night. I'll be live for that game. And I'm still trying to figure out my Sunday schedule. I will figure out what games I'll be live with. I'll mention it Thursday night. Obviously, I will be live with Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football, but I want to throw in a few extra games in there as well. So we'll see. Gotta look through this Sunday slate and figure things out from there. Handoff up the middle for Bijan will gain about 2 on second down. I don't blame that opinion of not believing in JJ. It's a rough first 2 weeks, though. And there's the thing, it's his first 2 weeks as being a starter. I think there's room to grow, definitely. I think if he is given a proper shot within a more expanded playbook, he can be the guy. We saw last week that when things are going, this offense is going to be a good offense. Want to see him use his legs a bit more like he did last week. They need to expand the playbook. They need to expand the playbook. They're playing very safe with the football, and it's just not working offensively. Once they start expanding that playbook and they find a way to get him more time in the pocket, he's going to be just fine. Penix and shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. 3rd and 7, going to hand this off to Bijan, and he's going to dance his way. Might be short. Think he got 6.5 when he needed 7. That's a fair point. And that very well could be the case. He's doesn't have the same Michigan defense he had or the Michigan team he had, so he's not going to be that great. At the same time, this Vikings defense gave him plenty of chances in this game, as the Vikings called their final timeout. This Vikings defense gave him plenty of chances. The offensive line did not play great. They gave up 6 sacks. The offense was not there tonight. And that goes to play calling. That goes to JJ himself. He missed on a few throws. He had guys open. The biggest one being that miss to Jalen Naylor on the slot fade. If he hits that, we're talking about a different game right now. I think it's just them trying to figure out what they have in this offense, but they're not doing that properly. As there's movement up front before the snap on 4th and inches, and it's going to be an encroachment on Minnesota. Yeah, definitely. Personally, I kind of prefer when guys overthrow because it shows you have that arm strength, and that can be a weapon used in different moments of the game. But I pointed this out a little bit earlier. The Vikings have McCarthy has 17 pass attempts tonight. Sam Darnold's lowest last season was 24. And that was in week 1 against the Giants. Through 2 weeks, both of JJ McCarthy's pass attempts would be season lows for Sam Darnold. They need to throw the ball more. They need to trust him more and see how that changes the offense. First and goal, handoff going to be a gain of roughly 2 for Tyler Algier. Because simply put, 17 pass attempts is not enough in the NFL level. It's just not enough. They need to air it out a bit more. And part of it is they need to build drives better. 17 pass attempts, 19 rush attempts. It's not an offensive system that can win you games at its current moment. Handoff up the middle for Algier, and we have a touchdown. Tyler Algier from 5 yards out, and that might be the nail in the coffin. Finally, someone finds the end zone. What would that be? Yeah, 21. Oh, man. He was untouched as well. About time someone finds the end zone. About time. It took 57 minutes. The extra point is up, and it is good. It's a 16-point game. So technically the Vikings aren't out of it yet, but it's going to take a miracle. About time someone finds the end zone. Jeez, this game has been a slog. As we're at commercial break as well. As we're at commercial break still. We'll see if the Vikings can mount a miracle. All right, back from commercial break. About 4-ish minutes remaining. Let's see what the Vikings can work up here. It's 3:22 remaining. Kickoff underway. Going to be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Vikings will begin from the 35. I mean, it's late in the game, but at this point, let McCarthy air it out a bit more. You gotta have faith in him. He was a 9th overall pick, right? He was a top 10, top 12 pick. I know there's probably some concerns surrounding the meniscus because he's still coming off of that injury. But at some point this season, you need to open up the playbook. Might as well give him a few shots right now when the game is not out of reach, but you're down by 16 with 3 minutes to play. With no timeout. With no timeouts. As there's a penalty now. Never mind. Picked it up, I guess. McCarthy in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. As McCarthy will look to throw. Pressure coming. Pass left side is incomplete. Looking for Jordan Mason. A little bit off the mark. Need better pocket movement. There we go. Like, I know McCarthy has it in him to step around in the pocket. We saw it last week. I need to see it. McCarthy in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. 2nd and 10, looking to throw. Has some time. Pass right side is caught by an open TJ Hawkinson. That's enough for a first down. Good stiff arm and a gain of 14. Solid. And the Falcons have had 5 different week 1 starting quarterbacks since 2021. Crazy. McCarthy in shotgun back to his right, looking to throw. 1st and 10 with some time. Going to step up and roll to his right. Throwing right side, that's caught by an open Justin Jefferson. Past the 40 and down to about the 37. Go and hurry up. You need to score before the 2-minute warning, ideally. That's the other thing. Jefferson should be having more than 3 receptions by this point in the game. McCarthy in shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Has time. Throwing one deep right side, and it's picked off. Penalty marker down, but that's an overthrown pass. Picked off at the 3. We'll see what the penalty is, but that's a tough one. Xavier Watts, the rookie out of Notre Dame, as the penalty is an illegal shift on Minnesota, which will be declined. And that's the game. All Atlanta needs is the first down before they can properly begin the process of kneeling this one out. 3 turnovers tonight for this Vikings offense. That's tough. That is tough. Ball on their own 3. Penix under center. Handoff up the middle, and there's room. Going to get down to the 10-yard line. That could be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A first down is needed before they can properly end this clock. And yep, that's going to be the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. A first down's needed before the Falcons can kill the rest of this clock. And what has been a great defensive performance for the Falcons. As we're still at commercial break. Two-minute warning. Oh, here's that terrible NFL commercial again. This is such a bad commercial. I still don't know what the NFL was thinking with that. As we're back from commercial break now. A 2nd and 3. Penix under center, back behind him. We receiving options to the right. As they're going to hand this off up the middle. And that is stuffed at the line for no gain. Maybe fought forward for a yard. But clock will continue to run. Yeah, both of these teams' upcoming schedules, not the easiest. So this was a good win for the Falcons to get as they play at Carolina next week. Minnesota going to be playing the Jake Browning-led Bengals next week as they're about to enter a 3-game stretch against the AFC North. Falcons have their bye week in 2 weeks. As Penix in shotgun back behind him, 3rd and 1. Gonna hand this off to Algier right side, who's going to get stuffed for no gain. Maybe picks up a half a yard, but it's a 4th down coming up. They can let this clock run down to about 30 seconds, maybe 28. And then they're gonna have to send this one down to Minnesota. Yeah, this was a very tough performance for this Vikings offense. They have stuff to work on. If they have a similar performance next week against Cincy, there's a conversation that starts. There is a conversation that starts if they have a similar performance next week. Falcons call their 2nd timeout. So with 28 seconds, we need the Falcons to send this one down. And then we need to see what the Vikings try to do. It's a 4th and 1. right, punting from their own end zone. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned. A fair caught. No, he muffed it. It's muffed and picked up by Atlanta. That is the cherry on top. That is the perfect exclamation point for how this game has went for the Vikings. Absolutely perfect exclamation point. After everything, and you have a muffed punt at the very end of the game. That is the perfect cherry on top to what this game has been. Legitimately the perfect cherry on top. Cannot get better than that. And the Falcons will knee this one down. That will do it for week 2, the Sunday edition of week 2 of the NFL season. 3 successful streams. Thank you everyone that has tuned in throughout today. Again, I'll be back live tomorrow night at 7 o'clock EST for the Buccaneers and Texans. Hope to see you all there. And thank you all for tuning in. Week 2. It's something. Dolphins post game also goes up tomorrow at noon, talking about the game against the Patriots. So enjoy. Tomorrow night, there's 2 games. I'm live for one of them. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.